Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today we're going to talk about money. Money. Yeah, it really is funny, isn't it? I mean, I'm not great with my spends, especially throughout quarantine. I've decided to have like a whole persona change. But that's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about how much you spend in a week / in a month at university. So this has been a requested video, and since we're getting close to everyone going back to university, I thought I would just mentally prepare you for the type of money that you're going to be spending. I mean, I've only really just realised how much I was spending. I mean, yeah, there was probably times I didn't need to spend money in Primark and buy clothes or, you know, eat out or whatever. But it was my first year at university and I just wanted to enjoy myself. I would say when you're a first year, please don't worry too much about money, but just, you know, do be cautious on what you're spending, but have a good time, you know. I'm just gonna like start off with like how much I would spend in a week, I guess. I did go out a couple times, but not too many. I'm more like the person who will go out for a meal or spend money to go into a Truro or drive somewhere, you know, that's the type of person that I am. Oh, I've not even thought about bringing a car into this. Oh my god. Okay, we'll get to that hurdle. So in terms of food shopping, I would do a food shop for 2 weeks. So I would spend about £35 to £40 on a 2-week shop. So that is about £17 to £20 on a weekly shop. So that's about the amount that you will averagely spend on a weekly shop. Depends how good you are at looking for deals. I would shop at Asda because it was the closest shop to get to. I'm probably going to be shopping at Asda next year because it's right down the road from where I'm living. Obviously if you shop at Lidl, it's going to be different to if you were shopping at Waitrose or Marks and Spencer's. I mean, if you're shopping at Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's, like... So when it comes to transport, it varies between where you are. Obviously in Nottingham you've got your trams, most places have buses, obviously taxis, Ubers, you know, everything. In Falmouth it was the easiest and the cheapest to get the train. I would probably spend about £5 on train tickets in a week. Sometimes I could actually get on the train for free. When I would get on the train, instead of prepaying for a ticket, I would wait until I was actually on the train. The lady will come up to you and say, do you have a ticket? And if you say no, you just buy one. But if she doesn't come up to you, then, you know, you got a free journey. So also, you didn't hear it from me. I feel like the buses are stupidly expensive and they take a lot longer than the train does, and it's like £4 for a ticket. No thank you. Obviously if you have a car, take into account how much petrol is going to cost. I would say I would spend between £30 and £50 a week on social activities. So this could include a night out or going to Truro, going shopping, going for a meal, renting out a paddleboard, you know, like that kind of stuff. Obviously as a student you want to go out, you want to have fun, you want to go and do stuff with your friends. Sometimes that does cost money, even if you are going to the beach and you think, oh, I'll grab an ice cream, you know, like that comes into that. So it really did vary from week to week what I was doing, depending on people's birthdays, depending on if I had nothing that week and what I would be doing. I would say between £30 and £50 would be a good amount of spend for social activities. This could also include your weekly, monthly memberships for societies. I know there are some free societies, but some you do have to pay for. My weekly rent was £154 a week. Some universities are cheaper, some are more expensive. It really depends on the room that you get and how big it is, whether you've got an ensuite. In terms of adding that on to my weekly spend, I wouldn't necessarily do that. So what the accommodation would do is they would take a sum of money from you for the first term. So instead of it just being £154 a week, they would take, like, I think one of the instalments was like £1,200. Obviously that comes in from your maintenance loan. Also, that is another thing with your maintenance loan. There are people that have more money on maintenance than you and people that have less. So do remember, like, obviously it depends on what your parents do for jobs and the incomes and all that rubbish. I do think it's a little bit unfair if you ask myself, because some people cheat the system, but you know, that's life. I also had a gym membership which was £72 for 3 months, so I split sorry. So I've split that into weeks, and it would be £6 a week for me to go to the gym. Excluding the price of my accommodation, I would spend between £55 and about £80 a week, I would say. It's hard to put an exact amount on it because it does fluctuate between, you know, your different weeks depending on what you're doing. One week you might not go anywhere, and because you've done a 2-week shop, you might find yourself literally spending maybe £20 because you've not got anything to do or you don't want to do anything. So it does really depend. So in terms of spending in a month, I'm gonna do like an average spend. So I've taken, say I spend £60 a week, times that by 4. I can't do mental maths. £280 in a month on social activities, getting the bus, food, all of that stuff is £280, which I don't think is that bad for socialising and being able to live, I guess. Rent is a different story. Every month I was paying £616, add that all together, £898. It's so much, it's ridiculous. Oh my god, it literally makes me want to cry. And also, if you have Netflix or a phone bill or anything, I've just added like an extra £20 onto that for the whole month. I know some people do have more expensive bills than £20. So in total, I've got £918 a month on average of spends. You know, £616 of that you don't actually get to see yourself because it's rent. That is the hard truth of university. And also the fact that you're paying £9 for now what is online learning. Sorry if this video has panicked a lot of you, but I can assure you, you will be totally fine when it comes to money. But to make it sound nicer, and we'll just take the accommodation away from that, but in actual living and socialising, that type of stuff, you would be spending about £280, which I honestly do not think is that bad. So yeah, I hope this video has helped you kind of understand the amount that you'll be spending each month. It might make you a bit wary on what you're spending your money on. I really didn't think about it a lot until now, where I've gone through my bank account and I've tried to figure out how much I was spending on everything. If you can invest in like a train card, like a discount card or a bus pass or anything that will help you make stuff cheaper for you, it is definitely a good investment, especially if you are going to be using it a lot. I do really hope this video has been useful. It's been very highly requested. I hope I didn't blabber on too much, and I hope I haven't panicked you, because it really isn't that bad. I want to say that, but it's money and people get stressed about it. If you're going to first year, please just enjoy your first year. I know it's going to be very hard going back in September with the coronavirus. It's not going to be the same experience for a lot of people. So if anything, the coronavirus might be a bit of a blessing for you, because you might be saving money on not going out socialising, but that's just such a sad thing to think about, really, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a good week.